Hi guys, my name is Eberechi Igwe, writer of the book Pattern Making for the Shapely African Woman. So on today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a nose mask that doesn't give you ear blisters or get strapped to your ear. So you just get it strapped to the back of your head and then the back of your neck. So you can just wear it like a neck stuff when you're not using it, and then take it off later if you want to. So the first thing we're going to be doing is that we're going to be creating a pattern for the nose mask. We're going to be working with a nose mask of dimensions, length 17 and then width 14 centimeters. So we'll mark out 17 first, then we connect it with our metal rule, then we'll mark the width of 14, then we'll connect it. So after we're done marking and connecting, we're going to label them. So I've already labeled for 17 centimeters. I've now labeled for 14 centimeters. Next thing we're going to do is that we'll split this rectangle into two parts. Then one part is going to be 9 centimeters and then the other part to be 8 centimeters. Then we'll have a division line in the middle, is a dotted division line. So we're going to further split them into different sections. So for the 8 centimeter part, we split to 5 centimeters, then 3 centimeters. Then the other part will split to 4 centimeters and 5 centimeters, completing the 9 cm. So from that edge, from the right edge of the pattern, we're going to measure 1.5 centimeters, and then we'll measure it all across, and then we'll connect with our metal rule. So when we connect with our metal rule, we just mark the division lines like so. Then for the lower part, we're going to measure about 4 centimeters for the jaw area. Then for the upper part, the part that sits around the nose, we measure 2.5 centimeters. So we're going to connect the 2.5 centimeters to the midline, that's the dotted line in the middle. Then we also connect it to the 4 centimeter point for the jawline. So we now connect the 4 centimeter point to this other point, then do this also. So we don't want to have a sharp point, so we're just smoothing it with our hands. That's the sharp point. Then we'll cut out our pattern and then transfer it to the fabric. So we're going to cut out 4 of these patterns on the fabric. So first, you fold your fabric in 2. If someone has a long face or a long jawline, you might want to add an extra 0.5 inch sewing allowance on the base side, and then on the upper part, that's the upper part, the nostril part. So you cut it out, then you leave the sides. The sides are well balanced for practically all faces. So if you notice, I didn't add the 0.5 inch sewing allowance to the main pattern, because it's not compulsory. Not everybody uses it. So we're going to be using this fabric now as a template to cut the next pattern. So now we've cut 2 of this other fabric and 2 of this other fabric. So we're going to be using a set of fabric for lining, then the other one as the main fabric for the sewing. So we're going to stitch the middle. We're going to stitch the middle too, using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. Then for the elastic, I cut out 18 inches elastic for the upper part, then 9 inches for the lower part. The thing is, it depends on how stretchy your elastic is and just how tight you want it to be around the head area. You wouldn't want it to be too loose, you wouldn't want it to be too tight. So we're going to measure 0.5 inches from the upper part downwards, so that we can use it as sewing allowance. Then we attach the straps like so and pin it like this, and we start stitching. So you take the other pattern. After you stitch the middle, you stitch the middle of this one too, then iron it if you're comfortable with the ironing. Then you take the other pattern over it, front sides to front sides. Make sure that the elastic is well tucked in and it doesn't get stitched up top. So you're just going to have to stitch round, and when you stitch round, you can leave a small space on the base for turning over. After you're done notching and everything, you can turn over from that side, then top stitch that side later on. So this is where we'll come to the end of this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. I have a lot of other amazing videos on the channel and more still coming, so you can watch my bomber jacket video.